Hi, welcome to this channel on magnetic energy technology principles applications. This video is about AI and transhumanism and really kind of like brain uploading, and I'm just going to share some of the information that we were given relevant to these topics. This is highly unconventional information unless of course you work in a private lab or a government facility that's top secret that focuses on this type of technology, and you already know then that these models are far more accurate than what's being taught at the university level. So, with that said, here are some things. So we can talk about these or ask questions, send in questions, and I'm just going to read some of these things that we are given. So the neural network interface must maintain a continuous etheric magnetic flow to sustain a connection to consciousness. An electrical interface will never suffice. So this is kind of one of those critiques on like electrical technology and how it's just not really compatible with the human body and our consciousness and the interface that's required. Consciousness relies on an interdimensional exchange that is outside of space and time. The human condition is but one piece of a large network of consciousness, that a connection, and that connection must not be broken. So this is the idea that like our consciousness, not only is it outside of our bodies and everything, but it's connected to such a much larger system that's interdimensional beyond space and time, and trying to interface it with an electrical network is just going to basically break the connection, and it won't work. We won't be able to interface with anything electrical. The so-called electron will never provide the foundation for transhumanistic progression. It will ultimately lead to disease and death. And it's simply because the electrons are not etherically magnetically balanced, and they're not neutral, so they can't flow in and out of dimensions like our consciousness needs. That it basically needs that interface. Artificial intelligence will be replaced with universal intelligence, which is not limited to technology, but is able to access all information and events, past, present, and future. This is like talking about the progression of humanity, and as we move forward, we're not really going to need artificial intelligence because we'll have universal consciousness, and we're going to have access to way more than any artificial intelligence could essentially provide us with. Once humans recognize their true nature, they will see their eternality and lose the desire to be uploaded to technology. And that's partly because as we recognize that we live forever, we don't want the limitation of being like trapped inside of any type of technological device. We're going to want the freedom to really be what we're meant to be, and that's to go to multiple incarnations and everything. The etheric magnetic technology that harnesses so-called neutrons and ions can maintain the proper etheric magnetic attract flow, allowing it to safely interact with biology for certain uses and enhances, such as force fields and gravitic modifications for traveling in various mediums. So this is like kind of using magnetic technology to enable us to travel, like to be in zero oxygen or underwater, or like to modify gravity to go to different planets and be safe, and all those kinds of things. Interdimensional advancements will demand evolutionary progression in artificial intelligence, as well as the limitation of it, as humans discover the infinite nature of their consciousness and how it is virtually impossible to replicate artificially. So this is the idea that as we move into magnetic technology, we'll discover ways of working with artificial intelligence, and also the limitations that we really want from a higher consciousness point of view. And that's really important, and we're also going to really see into the depths of our, people call it our soul or consciousness, and how that infinite deepness of it is really, basically, essentially, it's impossible to replicate technologically. The proper use of artificial intelligence will include magnetic technology that locks in specific pulse parameters, safely enabling advanced technological feats. And so that's kind of the future that we're looking at, hopefully, and we'll get there one way or another. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. It is natural to desire advancements in technology and enhancements of human abilities, but freedom comes from the realization that evolution in consciousness accomplishes all the same goals as artificial intelligence and transhumanism, but much more effectively. And so you get the idea that we really have to get to that point, and we will get to that point where we realize that consciousness is the key to unlocking these things, and it will be the key to evolutionary physiological enhancements and our natural evolution that is so much more effective than trying to use technology to enhance our physical abilities. We won't need that. We'll already have those abilities naturally, and when we do need it for certain things, we'll use it, and we'll use it safely and wisely. And so please send in any more questions that you have regarding this topic, and I hope this gives you some idea of like how this model fits into these types of topics. And I will see you again next time.